Morning of day 2. We got Advil. We're going to start it up. It's time. Been trying to avoid Advil this whole time with my calf, but I'm going to do it. So.
That couldn't have gone, well, it could have gone a little better. Like, I could have not dropped that last snatch, but that was a workout where so much adrenaline, and I hate heavy lift workouts because it's just not my biggest strength. That's saying it one way. But it also feels good afterwards when I execute exactly the way I wanted to. So I didn't win the event. I don't even know where I landed in the event, but I did exactly what I thought I could do. And I did beat a guy that I needed to beat.
Yeah.
So I got to take that.
What was your strategy on the first 4?
First 4, touch and go. The first 4 were I don't know how some people can grab a bar and go faster than that fast. I think the guy next to me had finished his first snatch before I got my hands on the bar. What? The jitteriness actually came when I was you had to change the plates. So, get the clip off, change the plates, and I didn't plan on how I was going to do that really. So that was part of the test, was actually changing your plates. I practiced that. Even though I couldn't snatch last week because of my calf, I practiced a couple of rounds of this with that intensity at super light weights, and that was maybe helpful, but really when it came down to it, I was like, I'm just going to get to 205 and hit 205, which is a tie for my power snatch, my max snatch. So that's where this adrenaline can spike, but you still have to stay under control because you have tasks to do. Dexterity. This was dexterity with your fingers combined with mental strength and go lift heavy weights.
Right.
When I go to the gym, I have 3 water bottles. A water bottle with protein, a water bottle with just water during my workout, and a water bottle with my pre-workout, which is Element. In about 8 ounces of water, I have an entire Element packet as my pre-workout to make sure I'm super hydrated for my workout. And I've noticed that since taking Element as my pre-workout, my overall performance has increased and I just feel better during my workouts. With none of the junk, no sugar, no coloring, no artificial ingredients, no gluten, no fillers, no BS. Element can help prevent and eliminate headaches, muscle cramps, fatigue, sleeplessness, and other common symptoms of electrolyte deficiency. Element is used by everyone from NBA, NFL, and NHL players to 5-time CrossFit Games athletes like me. Right now, Element is offering my viewers a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single-serving packets free with any Element order. This is a great way to try all 8 flavors or share Element with a salty friend. Get yours at drinkelement.com/Jason Grubb. This deal is only available through my link. You must go to drinklmnt.com/Jason Grubb. Get your free sample pack. Enjoy those extra flavors.
Jason Grubb has been a big topic of conversation in lane number 11. He's trying to become the first man to ever win 5 straight Masters gold medals.
And he has to do it in 2 different age divisions as well, which is a challenge in and of itself.
Grubb just finished up. Mike Kern just put the dumbbells down in lane 16. Jason Grubb has 3 remaining. Now, this is good for Jason Grubb because I know that Grubb is right where he needs to be right now. is on his final set of 20. So I think McCord is now ahead of Grubb. But McCord's got a big advantage here, and emphasis on big. He's 6'2", 210.
That'll help.
That is a certified rig shaker. Extremely closer. Jason Grubb is back at work. So Grubb looking to lock up a third place finish here. So he will surrender some points to McCord and Hayes, but still very much in the mix with 5 events remaining. Great effort from Jason Grubb.
And Grubb and Hayes actually might end up being tied after this because they were only separated by 6 points coming into this.
Currently, after the wall ball workout, just hanging out in the Normatec. I'm tired. That was a hard one. A lot of fatigue. I could take a nap right now. I feel like I look sleepy. Do I look sleepy?
You could take a nap.
Oh my god, I could take a nap right now. Got another event today. It's basically double unders, chest to bar, max echo bike. Hopefully twice, maybe 3 times. There's a time cap each round and try to get to 95 total calories. Still recovering from that last workout. That took a lot. The way that I was going to approach this next workout was to try to finish it in 2 rounds. That's still my plan, but I'm going to try to recover and chill out. I feel like I look like death. Oh my gosh.
I'm running for the cloak of dark. If I get one more.
That's the one we were debating.
It's some of the best
Yeah.
stuff.
75 double unders,
So you
20
could
chest to bars, and then you
like-
do.
And both Hayes and McCord are trying to stand in the way of history right now because Jason Grubb is going for a 5-peat. He's a 4-time consecutive CrossFit Games champion. As you see, he's all the way in the corner in lane 19, bottom left of your screen. But he's absolutely going to be in the mix here. 3 of the top 3 athletes are all the way in this corner.
They're close to us.
And what we do get, if you're just joining, you haven't been watching all weekend, the lanes are split up by odds and evens. All the odd ones on one side, all the evens on the other. So the top 2 to 3 athletes are looking at each other as they work towards the middle.
And Hayes, on the left part of your screen, you're not going to be able to see him right now. He's at lane 20. He was the first one to his chest to bar. His judge's hand is in the air. You'll be able to see him as the first athlete to now make his way to the bike in the white tank top. Already on there, but he is joined neck and neck with Jason Grubb, who's going to be right across from him. And this heat might be a battle, Tommy.
So Grubb is on the bottom left of your screen with the sleeveless top, white shirt, and directly across from him. I mean, they are staring eye to eye. We got a regular old standoff at the OK Corral between Kane Hayes and Jason Grubb.
And as we close in our first interval.
And I'm not going to lie, I think Kane Hayes made a minor mistake right there. 2 seconds or so before we hit the timer, he stopped pedaling.
On the right side of your screen,
he's the athlete in the green short shirt all the way to the left on the right side of your screen. That's Jason Luukkonen.
and he is at 63 calories. So a two-way tie between Luukkonen and Grubb.
And keep your eyes on who gets to the bike first. I mean, both of them clearly proficient at chest to bar pull-ups, but Grubb is just flying through these.
And in lane 10, it was Leonardo.
Cristiano Leandro first to the bike, followed by Jason Grubb, and then actually Nunu Costa here at the right side of your screen, closest to us. He's putting in some work. He was on the bike fairly quickly, but he's got some ground to make up calorie-wise. And Grubb's got his hand in the air.
And this is only the second interval. He's got 30 seconds to get it done. 1 calorie to go. And he's got to get across to the finish mat. And a bit of some wobbly legs at 7:41 for Jason Grubb. And another judge's hand in the air in lane 14,
Robbie Perovich. He's done.
And Jason Grubb will lock in 100 points and an event win to close out day 2 of competition, his first event win of the weekend.
Honestly, Jason Grubb just put on an absolute clinic of pacing there. That's why he's the best, or has been the best the last 4 years, and is looking to maybe try and stake that claim again.
That was amazing. Great to watch.
Thank you. Thanks for doing the things.
One more. Like 3, 2, 1.
I've always been right behind you all this time.
I'm here now.
Yep.
Come on down. No, not at all. I had to get 95 calories. We did this one. We did this at the gym, remember? We did ski erg, and then pull-ups, and then bike. That's what we wanted to do.
Well done.
I told you.
Well done. Solid.
I did it.
Solid.
We do a lot of that bike.
I know. I felt so sad for you on that bike.
I mean, it hurt really bad. But
Yeah.
you had to do it. I had no choice. I see what's happening to Kane. I see what's happening to the other guys. I'm like, I can win this right now.
It was really good that you had the one guy across from you and the other guy next to you.
That's what you were lacking last.
So that was it. I was lacking that in the last workout where they were both behind me while I was doing wall balls. I couldn't see them.
Right.
So I can't battle them if I can't see them. Here, I see Kane. I'm like, okay, I guess Kane wins this workout. On round 1, I just see his cadence. I know he's killing it. Get back to double arms on the second round, and I'm like, oh, hard.
Yeah.
A little hard.
Yeah.
Okay, I know he has 70. Let me get above 70 before he gets there.
trying to do, yeah.
Yes, get to 70, and then he got on the bike and he kicked it, and I was like, oh no!
Yeah, but
he kicked it, and he was like, oh.
Died.
And I was like, okay, now I just need to do my job, which is finish this in this time.
Yeah.
And you know our wattage to calorie situation, right?
Yeah.
So I knew exactly what I needed to do. Doing all the suffering we get to do together pays off. And something like this, you're like, okay. And
Well, you're sitting alone in first now. 525.
525, 504, 498. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back in.
Day 3, feeling really sore. Really, really sore. There are muscles that I didn't know I had in my lower back that are so sore. We've got all the clean and jerks, all the snatches, all the heavy cleans in a different workout, and then a front squat today. My son was asking me this morning, like, Dad, do you reserve yourself in any workout thinking about the next workout? No, you don't. You go all out in a workout, and then you do everything you can to recover between workouts, and then you do it again. And we do that for 3 days in a row here with 3 events every day. Then tomorrow we have a final day, final event. So I would say that I'm feeling good, but I mean, to be honest, like, I feel terrible. That's how you normally feel on day 3 at the CrossFit Games. So that's not new.
2, 1, go. Here we go. So 9 minutes, 20 seconds. That's the time to beat from Emerson Nogales in heat number 2. We start with the 25 clean and jerks at 135 pounds. Jason Grubb is going to be working out of lane at number 10.
Everyone's starting off with quick singles.
And Grubb in the white tank top and the yellow shorts in the middle of the floor. That's lane number 6 for Martin Doust, who comes in 9th place overall. Finish it up. Jason Grubb is also done. He's in the background there in lane number 10. Richard Finn in lane 16. David Johnson in lane 14 is done. He and Jason Grubb on day number 1 had a great head-to-head battle in the final event of the day.
Still waiting for that reel. Still waiting that turnaround race during the handstand walk event. So far, I mean, other seeing some absolute sense on the bike event last night is one of the top moments we've got to see here.
Jason Grubb has 4 remaining on the right side in lane number 10. And Alex O'Brien looks like he's done in lane 5. So Alex O'Brien on his haunches there is getting set to head to the barbell. On the other side in lane number 8, Chris Anderson is off the rings. Lane 12, Kane Hayes is done. And now here comes Jason Grubb, your overall leader. White shirt and the yellow shorts. 25 reps here at 135 pounds. Grubb has a 21-point lead on Kane Hayes. And Hayes is over in lane number 11, so Grubb is looking right at Hayes, and Hayes is still on the rings. The judge's hand will be going in the air now. Jason Grubb with 5 reps remaining, but Kane Hayes is putting on a charge here. But Grubb is looking right at Hayes. So kind of a repeat what we saw at night number 1 between David Johnson and Jason Grubb. Now meanwhile, In lane number 15, Cristiano Leandro has 3 reps remaining. Grubb doesn't necessarily have to worry about Leandro right now. Grubb on his final rep. Leandro now down to 1 final rep. Jason Grubb, this one might be a dash to the finish, and I think Leandro got there first. 8:28 for Leandro. He's going to pick up the win. Grubb is 1 second back. That'll be a second place finish for Jason Grubb. But most importantly for Grubb, he beats the 2 men immediately behind him in the overall standings.
How are you? Tired. Tired? Okay. You got anything else to say? 2 more to do. 2 more to go today.
Yes. Feeling good? Feeling confident?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Back's a little sore, but we're gonna make it work.
That workout was great. Super smooth. It went as planned, as practiced, and I'm glad I held my cool. I almost wanted to change my ring muscle up strategy because I felt good, and I chose to just stick with the plan. And I got first or second in the workout, but I specifically beat the guys that needed to get beat. So a few more points on the top guys. Hey, Dave.
Dude,
How you doing, man? I'm fine. Thanks, Ron. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Bro, that was good.
Yeah.
So just since we've got him here, Mike tested all of the prep, all the workouts.
Yeah, pretty much all of them.
And so he led by example, in the sense that in some workouts, he was instructed to go full send, and he did. And then when going full send, you can let us know, like, okay, where's that going to hurt? Which helps the strategy here.
Yep.
Like, don't go ham, don't go 70 calories on the bike unless you have this capacity, because you can, but then round 2 is not good.
Yep.
So I could dial that back.
Yep. 100%. Anything.
These guys, this is a team sport right here.
And in the lead for this division with 622 points, Jason Grubb in that top spot, followed by Robbie McCord in second, be able to make all 8 reps under that cap.
And keep your eyes on Jason Grubb. Upper left part of your screen, the sleeveless white top, black belt, neon shorts. He's got a leg sleeve on his right calf. This is exactly the type of workout that he would win. A lot of reps, a lot of movement, some execution at a high clip for multiple rounds. This is where he shines.
4 reps ahead of Jason Grubb on his set of toes to bar.
And 1 rep behind Grubb in lane 16. Richard Vint in the mix as well for one of those top 3 spots in this heat. Vint has had some eye-popping performances this weekend thus far.
And we are more than halfway through with an 8-minute time cap, but he is also more than halfway through of all 8 rounds.
Grubb is done with his clean. Richard Vint, the next man behind him in this heat, making his way back to the barbell. This is on now for athletes to get through their reps. Jason Grubb has to get through this full set, basically to ensure himself second place.
Just about 30 seconds left before that cap.
I know Grubb really wants to finish this for his own.
And Grubb gets it, and he is the second athlete in 7:44 for a second place finish. Let's see if any other athletes can finish with 6 seconds left.
There's a possibility that Robbie McCord could have finished as well, close to the time frame. That's important because he's one of the athletes right there in the podium position behind Grubb.
How quick emotions go in this type of competition. I was up by 20 points coming into the day. I gained a lead in the standard, right? Up to 38 points. And then the second place guy, Robbie, beat me in this workout by 1 spot, so I gave him 3 points. Got me by 2 spots? Might have got me by 2 spots. That's 6 points back to him. And between you and me, I don't want to give points back ever. Now I've got front squat, and I am certain that he can front squat more than me. That's concerning. I'd like to have a very decent lead going into tomorrow for a final event. Hopefully we'll get that. We'll see. But now, I'm tired. My emotions are down. It's emotional. It's not that emotional. You just kind of do what you got to do through the entire weekend. I just said a complete nonsense sentence. So to be more clear, just be perfect after perfect.
He's your overall leader. He's opening at 315. He's trying to become the first man to ever win 5 straight Masters gold medals. Grubb is good. Now second attempt starting to be made.
Whitley moving up to 345.
But he's 33 points back at Grubb. And Grubb is back on the barbell on the right side of center, and he will make that lift. Trying to find where it is.
405.
Oh my God. He's in the upper right-hand corner is David Johnston with his hands on his knees, and he just won the event unless someone hit something heavier than that. But David Johnston at 405.
360 was like, I am not missing this lift. It is a fun event because you just internally like, let's go.
That one had the most.
It's like, I didn't have that great on the last lift. Okay. See where we land. Hopefully I didn't give up too many points. I like a little insurance tomorrow, like 15, 20 points.
Yeah.
12 points would be great. But right across from me is the guy that matters. Robbie is what matters. And his second lift was 355.
Yeah. I think he hit 390 or what did you end?
Did David hit the top one? Did David
I don't know.
I don't need 7 spots between us.
Yeah.
8 or 10 spots.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Man, I PR'd it though.
Okay.
Down PR.
Dude.
On the 3rd day of the hardest games we've done so far.
That's huge.
So I gotta adjust all the numbers.
The hardest games you've done, really, out of all the ones?
Oh yeah, I would say this is the hardest game so far.
Why?
I walked off the field on every event last year. I finished and I walked off. And half of the events here, I finished and I'm on the floor gasping.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And it's these events are generally a little shorter. So those are events where I am going to lay on the floor and die.
Right.
I mean, the 8-minute workout this morning was like one of our longer workouts, and it was 8 minutes of absolute just sprinting.
Yeah.
I think I need to be a more well-rounded test. I do think we need to see
30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah, and then 1 to 2 16 to or 15 to 20 minute events. That's my opinion. And I think to grow the sport, you're going to have to do that to be well-rounded.
Yes. I mean, like anything else, I'm hoping this is the worst version we get.
Right. It iterates.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, ER. I'm in one piece.
Dude, good job.
Bro, we got a chance.
Yeah.
The workout?
I'd like to win the workout, but I also don't want to do something stupid.
Great. So, okay, fine. This is your chance.
This is my chance.
Masters CrossFit Games, the 10th and final event here from Birmingham, Alabama. And Jason Grubb is on the precipice of history. He is looking for his 5th straight Masters championship. No one has ever done that. Grubb is 15 points up on Robbie McCord for first place.
As you said, Grubb with that 15-point edge, but with this that we've seen, the last round of 16 bar muscle-ups, how you navigate the 12 is very important, but we've seen heartbreak, we've seen elation, because this final event, it's such a great way to end this, and it's the ascending reps key that's getting everybody off guard, right? If it's the other way, 16, 12, 8, no problem, just race and we'll finish, but great way to cap things off.
Robbie McCord in lane number 11 on the left side of your screen, on the right in lane number 9 in the yellow is Robbie Perovich. Those are the 2 men who currently occupy 2nd and 3rd respectively. And then it's Jason Grubb who sits in first. In lane 15, that was Emerson Ragahalas who is off first. Jason Grubb in lane number 10. He's also onto his bar muscle up. So Grubb has just got to stay close to the men who are directly behind him in the overall standings to clinch his 5th straight Masters championship. Again, no one has ever done that in the sport.
And Cristiano Leandro is coming out screaming out of the gates. Now, he's only 7 points out of 4th, but he's 28 points out of 3rd.
And he is on the left side of your screen. He's in lane 8. He's wearing the white t-shirt. He's heading back now to the bar for 12. And as you mentioned, he is just going to plaid here.
And a sign of being very confident and actually being very good at bar muscles. If you look at him, he's on the left side of your screen in lane number 8, is that he's falling back almost at the top. He has such a good turnover and press out. He's losing contact with the bar at the very top.
Jason Grubb is back onto the bar. And now, after they get off on their 12th rep, this is where things really start in the round of 16. Lane number 8, Leandro is off first, back to the dumbbell, set of 16 now.
He's doing everything he can control. If he can win this event, now it's in the hands of what other people do. And when you're 28 points out, this is the home run you need to try to hit if you want to try to get back onto the podium.
Well, Jason Grubb, meanwhile, is heading back to the dumbbell. He's ahead of both McCord and Perovich, who are still working on their set of 12 bar muscle-ups.
Now, Jason doesn't need to worry about Leandro. He's got 82 points on. He's fine. He's just got to worry about McCord and Perovich.
And now McCord is finally getting back to the bar or the dumbbell for his set of 16. And Leandro is done. He's back to the pull-up bar in lane number 8, left to center of screen.
He's gone unbroken each time.
Now, these are the two men in second and third. You got McCord on the left and Perovich on the right. They're in their set of 16 as Jason Grubb is back to the bar for his final 16 reps. Leandro, I don't think, has come down yet.
A little pause. Starting to slow down, but still hanging on.
Jason Grubb in the middle of your screen, working through that set of 16. Leandro, I believe, has 3 left. Make that 4. He's got 4 left. You can see the judge's hand in the background there. 4 reps remain for Leandro. Jason Grubb. 5 reps away from history from Jason Grubb. 3 remaining for Grubb. History made for Jason Grubb. 5 straight Masters championships for Jason Grubb.
He saved the best for last. He went 16 unbroken bar muscle-ups.
Jason Grubb, the first man to ever earn 5 consecutive gold medals as a Masters athlete. And he does it, as you said, Chase, by going unbroken on his final 16 bar muscle-ups. You talk about Jason Grubb, and a guy who, when he started CrossFit, he was not an athlete. He walked into a CrossFit gym just looking to get in shape and lose weight. And when you see what he looked like before he started,
it's a different human being.
Just an incredible story. Jason Grubb now 5 straight Masters championships.
Wrong
the
way.
45 to 49-year-old men are done, and it is Jason Grubb for the 5th straight time earning the gold medal as a Master.
I did. I literally got used to it. I go 16. Yeah, I knew your 12 were solid.
Sorry. Yeah, we've got lots of time. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
In first place, Jason Grubb!
Games are over. We're cleaning it up, packing it up to get out of here. Cannot wait to get pizza. Cannot wait.
I think we might have actually broke even. Yeah, I think just overall, if we end up breaking even with whatever we have left, finishing up the day eating pizza with friends, Boulder athlete friends, and it's a good day.
It's the day after the CrossFit Games, and I'm actually less sore today than I was yesterday. We only had one event yesterday, and it was something more like just to get the blood flowing, is what it felt like to me. But it's a holiday, it's a Labor Day. I actually have to work today. I've got to get back to life, got to get back to business, back to programming for Boulder athletes. I feel good. 5 wins is unfathomable. It's very hard to let that sink in. I'm happy. I appreciate everyone's congratulations, all the text messages, emails, messages that I've gotten online. It's really amazing. It's weird. It's back to life, and I've got things to do. I'm going to organize this garage. I've got all kinds of wood back here to process from trees that we've cut down. First things first, I'm getting the ice barrel and move on with life. 5-time CrossFit Games champion, Jason Grubb, signing off. Remember, guys, your best days are ahead of you. Get bolder, not older. See ya.